Setting the scene for this next match is going to be the Primes, who won Group A at 4-0. They're going to be facing up against Parental Guidance 624, which came second in Group B behind the Arbiters of Doom. I mean, I imagine you guys are spoiling to win this and get a rematch against the Arbiters of Doom.
Yeah, we're gonna beat them up this time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But standing in your way, the Primes have been pretty amazing in Group A. Haven't lost a match. How are you guys feeling about this upcoming series? Looking forward to the final, or are you guys core focused on Parental Guidance right now?
Well, let's win this one first before thinking about the finals. Well, hopefully we can pull it off. I know this won't be easy, and yeah, even for the coach match, now I wouldn't say I have an advantage. For most of the group stage matches, I would have said I had an advantage, but now, well, Smokey is rank 1, so.
Yeah, true. True. Congratulations to Smokey on that one. Okay, let me ask this then, Smokey. Any out of coaching here, has coaching improved your game personally? Is that part of, have you been taking things that you've learned from the coaching or reinforced in the coaching to improve your own game?
I think it's helped me be a little more consistent, like having to tell lower rated players to keep track of things over and over again. It's kind of just been now I keep track of it too. Like if I wanted the crawler to be here, I actually make sure the crawler's there, lining up stuff, just really digging in basic principles, let you get more practice out of them.
Right. And you think that's made a direct improvement in your MMR?
Sure do.
Excellent. What about you, Math? I know you have had an amazing career in the game. Has coaching taught you anything?
I mean, yeah, sometimes just having just more games and teaching stuff makes you see that some comp doesn't work for some reason, and we can always going to replays, see how to fix that, and yeah, we have also brainstormed a few new comps or variations on old ones. So yeah, that certainly helped.
That certainly sounds fun. Caine, what about you? Is there anything specific that you've taken out of coaching?
Well, for me it's a little bit different. I'm not a super high MMR player like Matt and player 6-4, so there is surely a lot to take for me more than them.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the learning.
The same idea of reinforcing the good things and trying to avoid certain mistakes for a 2K player like me is surely a lot easier if you do a lot of coaching, even if you are the coach.
Right. Tremom, you've been in the game forever, right? You go a long, long way back. Is there, what was it like to be paired with somebody who's a little bit newer to the game, like Smokey? And were you able to teach Smokey things, and was Smokey able to teach you things?
I don't know if I mean, probably new memes. Smokey really liked picking those up, so like maybe that. But it has been I playing so long, I feel like part of the reason I took a break from the game was because I didn't have a lot of community at high elo. Like I was similarly playing around the cusp of the top 200 like when I started. And so it's been, I think my favorite part about Mechacademy has just been giving a chance to play with really strong players and talk to them about what's going on, because I think that's like the wall that I felt like I ran into. And so both playing last season and this season, it's just really nice to get some real competition where you can talk to someone about it. And I do think that has helped me a lot with like trying strategies out and stuff because I like to play kind of weird, and it's nice to just like ask people what they think about them after it happens, or what they think would have made it work, or what the problem was. And I just, yeah, collaboration takes you so far in this game in particular.
We were
I
talking a little bit.
absolutely agree with that. I was going to say that the 501 brain trust back in the 2023 was really amazing.
Yeah.
In terms of what they did for the game.
Yeah, we were talking about a
Smokey,
little earlier about information not only just going down from the coaches, but coming up from the students for the
Yeah, I
community
mean, all the
building part.
students have a lot of personality, which is really fun. So every one of them is usually like has a style that's unique and different. And especially the like lower MMR players usually have really strong attachments to specific units or specific play styles, and you have to kind of figure out how to work with that and help bring out the strength of the units that they like. And I do think that helps a lot with practicing things you might otherwise avoid.
I did want to give Smokey the opportunity to comment on community and collaboration. Do you want to talk about Tough and explain what that is and to whom it might be applicable?
Oh yeah, Tough was originally created because 201 has a kind of group of people called 201 Fan Club, where they hang out, they scrim against each other, and when me, Sparty, and Keppel saw this, we kind of wanted to make a 501 version of it, so we decided to go for an old school, just putting a Tough tag in front of your name, and then we just invited. It was originally for helping to get Mag 1 practice, or get a ton of top level players together, so we could scrim, talk about the game, and then it kind of after Mag 1 left, we just decided, hey, let's make this into a fun community group of people, smart friends hanging out, and sometimes competitive stuff about the game, more often ruining each other's MMR by giving them awful advice, both ways.
Speaking of friend, guys, we are giving away Mechabellum key, so use !friend in the chat if you want your chance to win. And we're going to get underway in this game in like 10 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, so can we keep one of the coaches from Parental Guidance, whichever one of you agreed to stay, and we'll bring.
Bye. Good luck, everyone.
All right, welcome to Game 1 of our second semifinal. We are pitting this time the primes on the near side in blue will be Toster, on the far side in red for Parental Guidance will be Biscot. And these are the two lowest MMR players out of it. With me, I'm Amarok81. With me in the booth, co-casting Odds01, and the coach of that team, the Parental Guidance 624, Smokey. Welcome in, Smokey. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing
Looks like they've been interesting games today.
That first series went 5. I loved it. Toster is going to be on the near side, speed specialist with a Tarantula and Vortex start. Your man Biscot is going to be a training specialist with Hounds and Saber right up on the line. Always feels good when you pick the Saber starting pack and you see the Tarantula. Kind of know that's going to be good. Do you have any specific solutions for Vortex?
Well, when you're starting this matchup and you're the nightmare scenario, if you ever pick Tarantula Crab, is that your opponent has Sabers. The Saber is really good into both the Crab and the Tarantula early game. And the problem with this pack is that they both require high investment to get into. So you usually are either playing Tarantula or Crab. And either one you pick, the Sabers are going to be really good to hit early game. So I like where Biscot is right now. I'd be very happy about it, especially since we kind of know that it looks like it's going to be a headbutt, which is definitely Saber favored. Don't have the crossfire RNG.
So they don't know what they're seeing, so we're starting off with these crawlers behind the Tarantulas. And that is going to let the Sabers get some initial locks on the Spiders. That is about as perfect as you could draw it up.
Wee. Nice.
That's round 1 to Biscot. Sir, you haven't even lost all your crawlers.
So congratulations, Ploum, for winning the giveaway, by the way. So nice job in the last game there, but you didn't take the win. But you do get the Mechabellum key to give to a friend, so You can at least take something away from it.
Consolation prize.
Yeah.
Biscot skipping all of these: Assault Fang, Assault Raiden, Improved War Factory, Subsidized Stormcaller. Subsidized Storm can be really powerful, especially now that you don't have to worry about. Well, you can give the missiles the extra hit points. But, neither player opting for it here. Double skip. Fang in front. No,
That's interesting. That means there's not going to be a Phoenix this turn.
Yeah. That's really odd. The reason I'm saying no is because you have that breakpoint where a Hound at 246 attack does not one-shot a Crawler at 263 hit points. So get a Crawler on the line, even though you're expecting it to die. You want to force those Hounds to shoot twice to kill a specific Crawler. I used to think of Fang on the line a lot with Portable Shield. It was kind of my go-to to be like, oh, now you can't missile out my chaff at the end of the game. But in practice, that was viable maybe when Portable Shield was 300, but it's not really viable at 500. Toster does take the Crawler on the far left, and Biscot hasn't leveled that tower. I don't think that's going to arrive in time. You can see what a difference it made having the Sabers not just directly shooting the Tarantulas off the rip. Big round change, and there are still some Fangs left.
Oh, there's one Fang. One Fang.
One Fang to take out all the save, all of the Phoenix even.
One Fang to rule them all.
It is going to get the job done. Okay, I take it back. I take back everything I said, Toaster.
That Fang had a rough life too. It was on the line.
Do exactly what you were doing. Makes it 4460 to 3870. Where do you want to see your player going from here, Smokey?
I think you have two options. We have a Wraith drop, and now is the point in time where you decide, do I want to commit to Hound, or do I want to pretend that they're chaff and use Wraith instead? I don't actually like the Spider Hound matchup. I would much prefer to be in something else. So I think given the Wraith, I would just take that, buy another one, give them range, and just call that a turn, especially since our opponent doesn't have any real anti-air.
What do you mean real anti-air? The Phoenix?
Wait,
there's
they
one Fang.
They went backwards for that. Toaster took the Wraith, and Biscot took the steel balls.
I'm on the wrong team, actually. My bad.
And puts it, because we are showing you from the blue perspective. I do apologize. Them on the way back does have kinetic charge, so anytime you see somebody with the steel ball on the extreme back line, you're kind of expecting the kinetic charge. Do you like that right on the line positioning? I've been exploring putting them about 20 off so that I can have a Crawler that runs past them at the very end of the round, as they arrive.
I am not convinced it really matters. I don't think kinetic charge is a particularly strong tech anyway.
Sacrilege.
Okay, sorry, I forgot Ards is here. Kinetic charge is the best tech ever. Wow. You get sledge pulled, and then all your stuff goes away. That's so good.
If you get sledge pulled, then the range gets even bigger.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You arrive even later.
Oh, the Wraith.
It does dominate them all, and note that Toaster did commit to range on the Tarantulas, so it's not just I'm going to go with Wraith only. And Biscot committed to range on the Hounds as well, so both players really committing to their original chaff clear.
I would have really liked to see from Biscot last turn is that instead of putting this Hound like really close to the line, is kind of accepting, hey, we're in a headbutt, my opponent made an attack. Instead of trying to win the right side, let's just try to, or the left side, because we're looking at it from Toster's perspective, let's just kind of try to lay it. Maybe you level the tower once, you put the Hound at around tower height, just make it more annoying to get rather than trying to actually make it impossible to get.
Yeah. Biscot took Subsidized Crawler, which I like in a lot of matchups, especially against Shockwave Arc, Culling Round Mustang, or even against Hound it can be pretty good, but against Tarantula it worries me. think if you start leveling those for free, you're just going to be feeding experience into the tarantulas. What are your thoughts on when to take subsidized crawler? Either of you.
I would take it if we had crawler levels.
Yeah.
That there's no crawler levels, so it feels like it might just be minus 150 for the game.
It's a little early.
And then our crawlers aren't even connecting with enemy crawlers to getting experience, right?
Yeah. Usually, also, if you want to do that, you want to grab like a tech like Mech Rage or Replicate or something. Try to go into crawler carry.
Just wait, it'll work out. I believe.
Oh,
in it.
okay. Very good.
Believe in it.
Better start working out quick odds.
I hope so.
Toster's on 4460, Biscot at 2270.
A lot of good choices here.
Phantom Ray, Typhoon, Marksman, and Arclight. We've seen how strong Phantom Ray can be. I don't think we need the Arclight at the moment. Toaster takes the level 3 Phantom Ray. Biscot
I like
picks
the
up
Phantom Ray pick.
Biscot picks
more.
up the level 3 Marksman, which making sense with Wraith over here. I have an answer to it. Hackmanic asked a question, what are your thoughts on taking range so close to the opponent in the headbutt? The range on the tarantula.
I don't hate it. The primary thing that we want to do is we want to keep them out of reach of the sabers.
Right.
And so even though they're like kind of in range of the crawlers, this is just going to keep them fully out of range. I think usually if I wanted to go range, I might want them a couple more squares back in my initial deployment, but
Right.
like this is okay.
Redeploy would be so nice for Toaster right now. To, fix a bunch of little positioning things.
Classic redeploy is only good because your positioning sucks.
I mean, redeploy can be great at the highest MMRs as well, but it's really needed if you're mid to low MMR and have positional problems. You can fix a lot of them, or just create new problems which mitigate your original positioning problems. The mobile beacon for Toaster is going to get right in on that tower. Tower take is solid. That's going to let these tarantulas clean up on the right-hand side. The steel balls have never done anything for Biscot. He's in a ton of trouble. Down to 225 hit points. Is there, like, if you took over this board for Biscot right now, do you think you'd be able to turn it around? Or is this getting away?
It would be hard, but I don't think it's impossible. We just, like, our first problem is that our tower is too undefended. Maybe you put, like, a Fang there. Maybe there's a spell turn. Maybe we try to, like, missile the front chaff to try to insta-pop the shields with the sabers. I don't know if it's doable, but maybe it is. Maybe Biscot proves me wrong.
It is looking pretty grim. Biscot does have the 1500 to spend.
Ooh.
Gets into an abyss. Left himself the 7x7 gap. So this is worth mentioning. This crawler positioning is intentional. Not straight up the middle of the hand, but leaving the 7x7 gap. And that is one of the things, I forget where that was. That might have been the gap from 1100 to 1300 for me. Like I hit this wall at 1100-ish. And one of the things I picked up that kind of broke me past that was starting to leave positionings for the late game units, which I had not been doing intentionally before that.
Yeah, leaving a 7x7, just keeping all your options open is always good. I do, however, see no shields for this orbital.
That is going to hurt.
We did insta-pop the shields. Don't see any shields from Toaster either, though.
Fair. But the crawlers for Toaster are just doing too well. We've essentially gotten to the point where Toaster's shaft clear is simply better than Biscot's. Is there surviving air to go handle this guy? There is. They're way over on the left. They're chasing some hounds and a crawler. Now they'll come back. Now the Rays will come back, and between them, Ray and Phoenix finishing off the Abyss, winning game 1 for the Primes. Thoughts on the rest of the series, Smokey? Feeling confident you can turn this around?
Well, I guess only time will tell. But
We'll tell.
hope we can do our best.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Good luck on the rest of the matches.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll trigger the ad break now while we can.
Back in 2 minutes for the next game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. That's what I wanted to ask the coaches was what game they were looking forward to the most.
Ooh, that is a good question.
Yeah. Pai Mei versus Spiegel. This is going to be a good one, I think. Go anytime. GLHF. I feel like I have to root for the Primes. It's tough. It's tough to know who to root for here. There's so many good players, so many good teams. Everyone's been putting in the work. You know, both these teams have done exceedingly well this season. Primes probably more so. Right? What do we have for the scores? Let me just double check here. Primes were 4-0.
Yeah,
Parental
they
Guidance
started off 4-0. Yeah, they are the favorites in this one. Winner, of course, moves on to face the Arbiters of Doom, who await them in the final.
And Emronk, in case I forget, remind me, I have an announcement to make before the finals starts.
Okay, so end of this. We don't just jump straight into the finals. We don't bring coaches in or anything. We go on. Joining us in the booth, coach of the Primes, MathIsMight. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How are you feeling after that first game?
Well, after round 1, I was very worried how it will turn out. I mean, yeah, playing Spider Vortex, that's not even a pack. That was probably my least favorite pack of the bunch, and playing Spider Vortex into Saber is super rough. But yeah, Toster played it super good. Like the Wraith plus Phantom add on the left from the unit drops was crazy good for him, and yeah, speed spec in a headbutt, yeah, it's not good, but he used the beacon stuff on the left very well to his advantage.
Yes, he did. All right, game 2 of our second semifinal. The Primes are up 1-0. They'll be represented by Spiegel on the near side in blue. On the far side, looking to turn things around for Parental Guidance 624 is Pai Mei. Pai Mei, a Fire Badger specialist with a Crawler and Mustang start. And a good 5,000 hit points, so time to turn things around. Spiegel taking the Giant Specialist pack with Sabers and Crawlers. And joining us in the booth is MathIsMight, coach of the Primes.
Well, I really like the Giant spec from Spiegel. We practiced it a lot. I think it's going to be around to Saber Cell into Vulcan, which is, of course, very good into Mustang, Crawler, Fire Badger. And yeah, whatever they will try to counter it with, Giant spec, of course, always has an answer. Yeah, so I really like this.
Looks like Void Eyes are the ads for Pai Mei. Were you around in the first set of games? Did you see the aggressive positioning Fire Badger match? Or Vulcan match?
Oh yeah, I did see that one. It was pretty crazy. I was telling the guys that the Fire Badger player just has to add a something with armor or field maintenance to insta break the Vulcans, or otherwise like ball with target lock on the line. You can't really play Vulcans on the line against. I mean, players who know what to do against it, but yeah, it worked. So
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like it was a bit of a knowledge check, and
yeah,
opponent dropped it in that one. But I was thinking to myself, like, I've watched so many of your games, and I don't think I've seen Vulcan that aggressively positioned ever. And
I mean, for a reason.
you and Soja, I think, are probably the two that I would trust for Vulcan positionings the most.
I'm not sure
Mustangs
what
do.
void eye here, but it kind of did work here.
Yeah, the Mustangs do clean up round 1 against the Fangs. Fang, of course, a painful ad, but Spiegel really just building out the long-term board.
There's the
And
marksman.
goodness, if you're going into Vulcan marksman, would you like two marksmen?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just having some anti-air round 2 is also good.
Right.
But wait, is it? Yeah, we have 550, so we have enough for a
Yeah.
Vulcan.
We actually talked about
Yeah.
this yesterday, I think, MathIsMight, in one of our games, where this is a board that only had one turret. So Giant Spec, turn 2, cannot get the Giant out unless they sell a 200 cost unit. So they have to take more
Yeah,
of
but
an
there's
investment into
basically
it.
nothing. Yeah, there's basically nothing for the Saber to shoot at on this board. So
Yeah.
I like. I called it round 1 that it's going to be a Saber cell, and luckily we still have a Saber in front there, because otherwise it would be a tower snipe. Courtesy. Oh, it might still be. We'll see.
Well, it says it's moving that way, but I think they're not actually in range, so those crawlers are going to get out in
Yeah.
front and take the first volley.
Pai Mei trying some cheap kung fu tricks, but it's a little bit too far back.
Yeah.
Now, in the 2023 meta of Vulcan Marksman, Stormcaller was actually a key add to it, and we went away from that without heavy missile. Have you been experimenting with adding Stormcaller back into the Vulcan Marksman due to the presence of heavy missile?
Yes, you need storms. Basically, Vulcan Storm beats Vulcan Marksman. I had a few painful losses, well, at least one against Zamp, who showed me that, yeah, basically you can't play Vulcan Marksman in standard against the Vulcan Storm, because Storms with EMP plus, I mean, yeah, you don't need heavy missile unless, I mean, you just need it as an option against anti-missile, basically, but just, yeah, Storms with EMP kind of dominate the Vulcan. And yeah, although the way Zen played it was Ignite Vulcan for the DPS, actually, and yeah, Storms to disable the opponent's Vulcan. Now we don't run Ignites on our Vulcan, but yeah, Vulcan Storm is still good. Although on Giant Spec, I definitely prefer to just Vulcan, Worm, just do the whole every giant on the board kind of deal.
Yeah, you have to answer each giant, and they each have a different answer required, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, there's already a Storm there. Storm doesn't do anything into Worm.
Yeah. I was going to say this card drop was really interesting. Subsidized Storms with Pai Mei already in Storms. Additional deployment, which is obviously great at round 3. And Pai Mei went for mass-produced wasps.
I like it. I mean, I like additional deployment a lot more, because yeah, just build a lot of chaff. Your opponent is not playing Vulcan, so having a lot of chaff is always beneficial. 100 cost wasps are pretty annoying, even for Giant Spec to deal with, I guess. But in standard, you can sort of usually just get away with ranged fangs even.
I like mass prod
Fangs-
wasp, but in the case where it's only round 3, that extra deploy, I feel like is way more
It's
important
so
at this
good.
point.
It's very good when your main DPS, but when your opponent's main DPS is from marksman, but I don't think Spiegel has to go very heavy into Vulcan marksman. Just keep the marksman as a Phoenix answer. Have your main DPS be the Vulcan, the Worm, the I don't know, mountain, whatever. So yeah.
Pai Mei added more Mustangs and gave them range, so committed into yet another thing that was very poor against Worm, as though kind of playing this almost as if Spiegel is going to blindly build the straight Vulcan marksman board rather than utilizing the giant spec the way that you've been talking about. Both players take the shield airdrop. We've got a level on a Vulcan on the left for Spiegel. What were you going to say?
I'm expecting Pai Mei to play something like Worm himself or Fortress here. That's basically what can work. But more storms when the Vulcan is already level 2. I mean, it can work. Good as chaff clear, but it's not gonna kill the Vulcan.
You mentioned range on the Fangs as an answer to Wasps, obviously even better against mass prod Wasps, but that is one of the reasons why that round 1 deploy included the 2 Fangs behind a tower. Do cover, if you're going into Vulcan Marksman, the Fangs are your Wasp answer, and they also kind of cover you from other annoying air plays on round 2, round 3. They also really do a lot to tie up any kind of flank without getting overly pulled, right? You're not really worried about a big flank pullback here.
Yeah. And going Vulcan plus Mustang is, I think, very dangerous because of the Worm play that will certainly come against that. Neither of these units do anything into Sandworms.
I think we might actually see Titan out of Pai Mei. Like, he's just slowly been building up these light units, and we really need to see some kind of big thing coming down.
This would also make sense. Just going mountains. But I think we did prepare for that. I mean, and the mass prod wasp would actually come into play pretty good because I mean, of course we would go Abyss against Mountain, and
oh my god, these Stormcallers, dude.
Stormcallers cleaned up and got their level and their close up. Nicely done, and some camo.
But we kill the shield. I think that's the main thing that matters here. Heavy armor, okay.
If players take the heavy armor, that'll be great for either player going into a Worm.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Pai Mei is doing with this now, because it looks like this is going to be our armor turn. We're figuring out what units he's going to pick.
Spiegel puts it on a Vulcan, Pai Mei takes the levels on the Storms. So, does not need to worry about not leveling Storms due to the heavy missile availability. So that used to be contraindicated, now it is something you can do. Pai Mei just buying 2 sledges.
Vulcan, what? Like,
yeah, those are gonna melt.
Okay. Yeah.
150 DPS on Vulcan. Yeah.
That's super weird.
Back in the day, it used to be like the counter to sledge spam. It's just building Vulcans, getting scorched.
It still is, unless the other player gets like armored rhinos in front. And can I mean, if the sledges get armor and AP and there is a rhino in front as well, then the sledges can level out of control and still beat the Vulcans. But yeah, just 2 level 1 sledges basically don't do anything here.
By the way, just look
I
at
think.
how basic Spiegel's board is here. We've got 2 Vulcans. Oh, well, now we have 4 Marksmen. Literally everything else on the board is Crawlers or Fangs.
I definitely would prefer adding something like just a worm or something that the opponent has to answer, and more Vulcans. I usually don't like to buy my Marksman because there's less partner for that. Yeah, with additional deploy, I think it's fine. It's perfectly feasible way to play.
You often have at least 4 though, because you get some that are leveling, out leveling the Vulcans, right? You usually have a couple.
I usually stick to like the initial 2 or I mean maybe 3 for if I start asymmetrically or I mean if I start with Marksman, then obviously. But yeah, the good thing is if our opponent goes mountain, we have actually prepared. I taught Spiegel and everybody the counter line to that. It's just play an abyss, make them click anti-air, and just play your own mountain. We'll see if Spiegel remembers that, or if it is even going to be a mountain game or not.
Players taking the level 2 Phantom Rays on the drop. I'm going to point out something else interesting. I was definitely thinking Pai Mei might be moving towards Titans as well. And the 2 sledges might have been a reasonable drop for that if he'd saved the 400, but he didn't. He spent everything on levels. Now he's into a spot where if you wanted to start converting to a Titan, it would be like 4 different tech units, level 2 units to sell out of. Going to take you a while to get that funding back. Instead, he's going to pick up culling rounds, give the Stormcallers range. Well, I guess that's the chaff clear and then the giant clear.
Things like Pai Mei is just playing super passive, and Spiegel's giving him so much respect and so much time to build up his board. I feel like if Spiegel just built giants earlier, like the game would be over.
Probably, but Vulcans are just scaling out of control at this moment, I think. So those level 2 storms won't kill a soon-to-be level 3 Vulcan with heavy armor.
It's so close. It was only 200 XP away last turn.
This beacon just brings everything into the middle there too. The Vulcans can just go to town.
There used to be a positioning for a 3rd Vulcan right in the middle where you really are bringing everything to it like that.
I usually get 5 Vulcans, but I mean, just to cover everything. But here, I mean, the opponent isn't doing anything about Vulcan Marksman, so playing Vulcan Marksman and just not committing into anything can be an okay thing, I guess.
Lightning Storm, expensive, great against the Mustangs, but obviously Pai Mei is going to have to shield against all of that.
I would just pick improved firepower on the right Vulcan and Spiegel's choose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He took the Missile Strike on a turn where you're certain opponent has to shield. Please at least target the Wasp with that.
I could still kill the Wasp.
He's not targeting the Wasp. He's targeting a Mustang.
Level 3 Vulcan heavy
No,
armor.
there's the Rhino. Okay.
Does it even care? 251 damage?
It does. It does. I mean, especially if the Rhino comes in from the other side. And the other Vulcan, but oh wait, we armored our Phantom. But I mean, yeah, that is sure to brick the Mustang. And does it brick the Wasp as well, right?
The Wasps do 147, so yeah, it's pretty much bricked them as well.
Almost. Now, what I don't like is these level 2 crawlers. I mean, that's just too. There is a thing as too many chaff, and I think now we're hitting the too many chaff issue. But yeah, so I think we lose this round lightning, but we can just play Titan.
Mobile Beacon's Rhinos get in there, but the Marksman and Phantom Ray are going to clean them up before they actually get to tower.
Okay, I guess I was wrong.
Splash on the Vulcan does plenty of work.
I would have liked to see
those
those Rhinos farther back. Like, they're just totally exposed there.
Yeah. Okay, so winning the Lightning Storm round. Yeah, it's
and
I
the
like
surprise
it.
Rhino round.
Yeah.
Pai Mei at 180 hit points and picks up the Wasp Swarm, but your Wasps are mass-produced. Even the summoned Wasps will be debuffed by the mass-produced card.
Yeah, this
Needed
is
something
probably the
else.
round I would still go for efficient giant manufacturing
Yeah.
because, like, why not? But yeah, that's probably not a good play. I'm just greedy like that.
Well,
You
it'll
are
pay for itself
one of
in
the masters
turn.
of the econ greed,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like, we still only have 2 Vulcans. I would totally take it too. You can just quickly make 4 Titans, or sorry, 4 Giants this turn. Like, we have extra deploy as well.
I would just put honestly the best play would be to just put a mountain on the right.
Handle the Rhinos.
So here's the tough part, right? We have the Rhinos all the way in the corner on the line. And, like, now what do you do with them? They're going to get missiled. And Spiegel can make whatever to slow them down or counter them. Too far forward, so they have no support from the rest of the army.
Mei trying Incendiary Bomb on the Storms and picking up 2 more level 2 Storms. So trying to clean out all of that chaff.
Whoa. A lot of marksmen.
More marksman. Wow. Okay. It's okay.
And attack 2. Attack 2 instead of Scorch, so that we're getting extra damage from the marksman. Mustangs. I guess even the Phantom Rays. I mean, I didn't address the armored Phantom Rays at all, though. Oil on the left side, fire on the ground from Pai Mei, fire on the ground from the oil. It's a rough round, but it is going to go your guys' way. It's going to make it 2-0, man. Are you even going to get to play?
Well, I don't even mind not playing, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to root for Este. I mean, winning 3-0 is better than having to play. So
Fair enough. Well, congrats on the dub, and good luck in those subsequent matches.
yeah,
Good
thank
luck.
you.
We're going to take a quick 2-minute break.
Don't queue up yet. Right. Setting the stage for this next one. We are now, again, the Mech Boys started out 2-0. So we're again in this situation where Smokey and team needs to reverse sweep. That will start with Moist for Cheesecake. Of course, in this case, it's the favorites, the Primes, who were 4-0, that are up 2-0 instead of the underdogs taking the surprising 2-game lead. Waiting for them in the finals, the Arbiters of Doom. And I think we're ready for players to start. Ready up at your convenience, folks. So both players, these two are spot on the same MMR. Look at that.
Yeah, that's close. I know Moist for Cheesecake has not been able to play too much because of time zone problems. They're in Australia, I believe. So it's been a little bit tricky to organize that. But hopefully that won't affect gameplay too much.
And Este is another one of those that has been around the game forever, right?
Yeah.
That's a name I recognize, probably going back to 2024 at least, if not 2023. I remember everybody's start date, but
I can't remember everything.
yep, I do. I have a pretty amazing memory for the players' styles. Connect their player name to their Twitch name, but I don't have everybody perfectly. I do remember Este though, from way back in the day. He took a bit of a break, right? And came back to it.
I couldn't tell you. Sorry.
I just thought they might have mentioned it to you as part of the setting things up. No coaches, it's just you and me.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be a little bit quieter, I guess.
Oh.
That's good.
You're gonna have to do more work. That's all.
I know. I haven't been able to say too much these last couple games. It's all right. I'm here just to facilitate everything is going well.
As long as you're enjoying yourself. I will do the intro, and then I'm gonna duck off mic and go refill water and coffee.
Okay.
So I'll handle the intro, but then you've got probably the rest of round 1 and start of round 2, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Welcome to Game 3 of our second semifinal. Este and Moist for Cheesecake. These are 2066 and 2071 MMR players, evenly matched. Este, of course, representing the Primes, trying to close out a 3-game sweep. And he's going to be on the near side supply specialist with a Crawler and Badger start. And we talked about Este, of course, being a longtime player. I remember playing mini tournaments with him, I think as far back as 2023, and I believe he took a bit of a break around 2025. But back in the game, Moist for Cheesecake on the far side, the Australian, a marksman specialist with Saber and Crawler, and needing to start a reverse sweep for Smokey and the Parental Guidance 64. They're down 2-0. And of course, with me in the booth, Odds 01.
Yep. All right. So we've got Badgers, right? Obviously, Badger and Void Eye are super common right now. What's weird a little bit is this deployment. That's we're right up against the flank here, which kind of makes you susceptible to, I don't know, getting a rhino or something thrown down right in the corner. Usually players like to leave a little bit of space, especially in the early rounds for that. But generally, this could be a pretty good start for Este. Moist for Cheesecake playing more standard. We have picked up arc lights here to support the sabers. This is a great pairing of units, right? Same with the Void Eye Fire Badger. So if you're new to the game, important thing is just like unit pairings here, right? We have our tanky single target DPS. We have our chaff clear. So therefore the saber doesn't get locked onto the crawlers too much. It's arc light to kill crawlers. And if the arc light is locked onto something tankier than the crawlers, then the saber should be able to deal with that as well. Same way it works with Fire Badger Void Eye. If the Void Eyes are locked onto the saber, it can be pretty bad for the saber. It looks like we're gonna get a tower timing first for Moist for Cheesecake. Who's gonna start the round with a win here, which is really important for Parental Guidance 624 to stay in the tournament. Their tournament lives are on the line this game. If they lose this, they are out. Actually, a few interesting cards here. So Intensive is pretty good. Redeploy, also a very good card. Even Elite Phoenix can be a great card too. This used to be rank 3 Phoenix, which was a bit too expensive, but at rank 2, it's kind of nice. If we had like Missile Spec or something, that could be a great pickup because the level 2 Phoenix, the +1 defense, survives the Missile Strike. We're going to see some pressure on the left side. There's that turn 2 Phoenix, as usual. I do like the redeploy with Phoenix plays like this. So basically, you can be aggressive with the Crawler Phoenix, and then you can pull it back. So there's almost no investment into this sort of pressure. SA is going to get level 2 on the Fire Badger. If this gets going, it could be very strong as well. But I'd say that, this is a bit of a power turn for Moist for Cheesecake here with the Marksman drop. So gonna come
Getting
down
a level
to
into the Badger on round 1 is amazing.
yeah, it was from the quick or whatever it's called training thing.
We got the training, yeah.
Intensive training, yeah.
Intensive.
Got some crawlers on the left tower. It's gonna go down again. I think this one orange man is gonna be able to clean everything up. It might be worth taking a tower level here. There's a little bit of pressure on that tower.
Moist for Cheesecake has Este down to 2,600 in just 2 rounds. That's not comfortable.
No.
That doesn't feel good.
Here's that level 3 tarantula. Maybe we could see level 3
Again.
Oh, there's no armor. No armor. Boo.
Neither player running armor. Look at that. Sledge for Moist for Cheesecake. I was actually thinking that might be a decent shout for Este on protecting the left side there.
Oh, we are going to see the tarantula. I think the sledge
You're
is
in the right.
decent-ish. Like, if we're playing defensive like this, standard, it's good. It's fine. It's going to slow things down. But this tarantula, like, how do you kill it? Only the orange man? Well, no, actually, you know, we got sabers. This might actually
sabers,
just deliver a lot of experience to the sabers. It will take quite a few shots, though.
It has 44,000 hit points. The Sabres do just under 7,000. So 7 shots to bring it down.
Oh, I actually liked... So they were... Moist for Cheesecake was looking like they were going to put a Phoenix, like with the redeploy on the flank there. But ends up taking it back to safety. It would work out this round, though. You could even put it... okay. I was going to say you could put it on the right side because this Phoenix is not going to turn either. But yeah, I think in general, much safer. Like we have the fangs and now we're going to have a weird pull happening. This should be pretty favorable for Moist for Cheesecake here. Playing the flanks well. Although there is that tarantula on the top left. Warp it in. This is why
use of the flank arc light down in this bottom right to clean up a whole bunch of chaff.
Yeah, it also forces the units to move farther in that direction. As units, if they are facing a particular way, their range or targeting or whatever is basically more focused in that direction. So
Yeah,
it just pulls them farther and farther.
Yeah, they consider units within a certain arc radius of their turn to be about, I don't know if anybody's ever done the science, but it's like 15 to 20 meters closer for targeting purpose as far as what they're going to go to next. So they'll continue in the direction they're going. But if there's anything in range and something else is out of range, they will turn towards the thing that's in range. We get the spell, Ion Beam, or Ion Blast as it got renamed to. Moist for Cheesecake skipping, despite having Este in a nice line. I guess that pull is likely to break that up. But you could definitely have held this whole line in position with, for example, a vertical sledge or something.
Yeah.
And the right mobile beacon for this crawler.
I feel like, I don't know, if Moist for Cheesecake, like Este's on the ropes right now already. Right? You could have potentially taken that Ion, sold the crawler on the flank here, and put the Ion over this line of Fire Badgers and Void Eyes, because they would move forward again. They wouldn't go all the way back to that arc light. And he could kind of sneakily just destroy that whole line there.
Right.
Ooh. Level 4 Tarantula with Absorb mod. That is scary. Is Moist for Cheesecake going to respect it? Or think that it's going to be sold? Here's that, like, blind, you know, gambling, I guess, in a way.
Yeah. You never know. So Moist for Cheesecake does have the redeploy. Could redeploy a Saber out there if needed. I don't know if the Saber would win that, though.
I think it would, but the level 1 Phoenix is definitely not.
Level 1 Phoenix has got this. What are you talking about, odds?
Oh my god, does like actually nothing.
JD Howard in chat says, "Take it from me, respect that spider."
Yeah.
Power timing is great from that spider.
Sabers were locked onto the fangs. The orange man is going to deliver some experience to those badgers as well to give them a level.
Este not going down, not going easily into that knight. Takes about 700 hit points off of Moist for Cheesecake. It'll be 1,700 to 3,300. We've got Rhino, Raiden, Farseer, and Typhoon available.
Typhoon. I mean, our chap clear, we've really only got 3 arc lights. Typhoon is really good at chaff clear.
We haven't invested anything into the arc lights either, so we can take Wreckage Detonation right away. And at a level 2, obviously the Wreckage Detonation doesn't scale, but we are going to be killing the crawlers really quickly. 176 damage for a shot, plus 115. That's, what, 291? It does one-shot them until the opponent takes the 1-1.
Moist for Cheesecake going for that. Redeploy on the Phoenix now. Or, no, is that a new Phoenix?
It's a brand new Phoenix. They haven't done any damage. They show up in the corner.
They redeployed the crawler that was in the top left.
Yeah, the one that was just going to feed the tarantula, sure. But why haven't we brought a level 2 saber out there?
Yeah, I feel like that's more important. You really need to put something here in the back. Like the Phoenix didn't work out last turn. Oh, we're just going to level the tower to 3. That's something you can do, I guess.
Of course, we could always ignite that as well.
So this
Tarantula.
beacon, or sorry, this tower at level 3 should buy a lot of time that this Phoenix will be able to get in. Pop that tower. Timing works out, probably.
Also, because the tarantula walked forward while the crawlers were summoning in, the Phoenix actually locked onto that tarantula.
Oh yeah, that tower was beautiful.
And that is a lot of experience for everybody involved in the kill, but that's not gonna matter, because Este is down and out. Moist for Cheesecake, getting the win in 5 rounds.
I'm surprised. I didn't think that was going to be lethal.
I am too. I was talking about experience. That is impressive.
Wow.
Bird flank for the dub. But equally impressive was deciding to level this up to level 3, I think, buying just enough time for the second tower take. Yeah, that escalated quickly indeed.
And that's great, though, because that's going to buy us a coach match here.
That buys us, yes, indeed.
So
that buys us the coach match you all want to see.
We're going to have Math up against
MathIsMight versus Smokey coming right up after ads.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this.
Hype in chat.
The dream is alive. Hype it up.
That's crazy. We saw that level 3 spider in 2 games today.
Yes, level 3 spider in the corner. 2 different ways. One with armor, one with healing. The Primes are up 2-1. MathIsMight can close this out with a win here. Smokey, of course, would be buying the final, the 5th game.
Mm-hmm.
Forgotten Arbiter did that. Smokey, of course, the #1 rated player right now. If you go to World MMR.
Although that's on the other account.
That's not on this player 624 account, yes. MathIsMight at 2,300 right now.
Yeah, MathIsMight also has
the
other account too.
Is he lower than that? Wait, no.
I'm not sure.
That was Arbiter that was lower.
At this point, MMR doesn't matter. It's all just a number.
True. True.
But this should be a good match.
Should
I'm not
be
sure
incredible.
they're like back and forth, like who often wins more than the other. I think they're fairly even.
Are there any high-level matchups that have a really one-sided set of outcomes?
That's a good question. I can't think of any right now.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody that is. I mean, I know that there are some people I would pick as favorites in against almost anybody, but there are very few players or matchups that I can think of that are
I think it was.
even in MMR, and then but really heavily lopsided one direction or the other.
I might be wrong about this, but I believe it was Egophobic who I was talking to yesterday said that, you know, a very strong high-level player as well. Unfortunately, not coaching this season, but we did see the tournament from him last weekend, the
Right.
Club Mecha. But anyways, I believe he was saying that there's one player in particular who always bops him, and it's Raven, I think.
Raven is it's good.
Yeah. It's just sometimes player styles just match up perfectly where even a hyper good consistent player or vice versa on other sides, like they can very much kind of, I don't know, interact with each other in weird ways where
Right.
the technically lower MMR player ends up winning more often than the higher MMR player.
Welcome to Game 4 of our semifinal, featuring world number 1 Smokey, down 2-1, needs to get a win against MathIsMight. MathIsMight representing the primes on the near side. In blue, Typhoon Specialist with Saber and Arclight. Smokey on the far side, playing under the name Player624, a supply specialist. Get the econ advantage. With the Badgers and Crawlers, we've seen a lot of Badger. Notice how quickly he unlocked Field Recovery and sold. I hadn't even introduced him, and he had already sold one of the turrets. That is MathIsMight's first move as well.
Oh, sorry. Egophobic corrected me. Well, so did Raven. It's actually Rendash that takes down Egophobic, not Raven. So I got the R's confused. Sorry, guys.
Skillless one says it's me that Raven always beats. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone has, like I said, you know, the Achilles heel or whatever. There's one player that's always just kind of drives you crazy, just clashes with your style perfectly.
So Math on the line more aggro and adding a round 1 Phoenix.
Smokey.
Oh, that's Smokey with the supply, with the round 1 Phoenix. Math is on the line aggro with the Saber and Arcs on the right-hand side. Crawler heading in on tower. But the Phoenix are going to win round, no problem. There's no upshoot.
Question is, how much experience are they going to get?
The Badgers actually having a pretty good round as far as chaff cleanup as well.
Oh, it looks like they're going to level. That's quite good.
Casual 46,000 damage off of those Phoenix. Nice choice, Smokey. 3,900 to 3,800. We go to round 2. Math picking up the Phantom Rays. Smokey picking up the Phantom Rays.
Snap pick.
We've talked about people. We've talked about people thinking about choices for a long time before making them, especially on round 2, because it's not like you're going to have a whole lot of clicks to do. No. Both players instantly pick the Phantom Rays and move right along.
Yeah, like I have to open up the thing to see what even else was offered. There was 2 squads of Void Eyes, which is like sometimes you want, right? With the Fire Badgers? Nah. Phantom Ray. We've got the Phoenix level 2. Nah, we get the Phantom Ray.
So Smokey is going to do the Fang and Arclight behind the right side to tower. The Arclight should walk up. The Crawlers will be working on the Fangs and then the towers, and that gives the Arclight time to clean up the chaff. We talked about this a lot with Arbiter last week in the crossfire positionings. One of the things you want to do is make sure that there is not a ton of chaff coming off of this. In fact, ideally, you want no chaff coming off of your weak side tower. to get tower and then run across to the other tower, because they will. Some of them will be back here with and making that the closest thing, or some of them will be here and facing it directly. So some of them may break towards your army, but most of them, well, a bunch of them will break towards the second tower, and that is where you can really lose the crossfire, is if there's still chaff left at the end game. Math, by the way, has taken.
Oh my god, perfect
your
timing
favorite
on those
tech there.
fangs. Jeez. 2 tiles back was a little bit scary that the level 2 Phoenix was just going to kill the tower instantly before the fangs got there. I like this cloak play also, by the way. Cloak is a way, like I was saying over and over and over, you can scam rounds easily with it. It is a way to sneak up on those level 2 Phoenix and bop them. It doesn't work out this turn, though. Especially in like oh my god, crossfire situations, cloak is really strong.
Smokey picks up the electromagnetic impact, and he's going to use that to turn the cloak right off, as you can see right here in the corner. Math finally giving it some thought. I like redeploy. I like redeploy for him a lot. He's also ranged, Smokey has ranged the fire badgers. Smokey's made his entire play, probably even to the point of clicking end round. Math hasn't even clicked through the pick panel. Does take the redeploy. He's listening to me. He can't be listening to me. We know that.
Level 2 tower finally.
Level 2 towers.
I guess
I
missed Smokey's whole turn here. I had the window open. So, but yeah, it
I
looks like
see.
we got range for the Badgers.
Ranged the Badgers, added a fang in front of the left side tower, and I believe the fang in front of the right side tower is also new. So 2 fangs, range on the Badger, and the new crawler in the back right corner and the tower level. That's the play there. Math adds a steel ball that will also get EMP'd. Okay.
Actually, we saw this at a Math last week, throwing the steel ball in on these crossfire positions. It can be really strong, getting the towers.
Note the mobile beacon heads through the tower, but then off to Narnia back here behind the helipad. That is to ensure that if those steel balls survive, they do go to the second tower instead of to opponent's army. Don't do this turn and engage thing. That's not what I want from you. He even has some arc light back there to clean up a little bit on these crawlers. Almost worked. The EMP from Smokey slowing down the timings is what made that not work for Math. MathIsMight is down to 2372. Smokey a pristine 3900.
Advanced power. Very good in crossfire. Yes. Oh, gotta get the missile strike though. Here is Typhoon turn.
Speed. And the Typhoon is going to be in the back left corner with a missile strike to take out the crawlers, wound the Phantom Ray, leave those Phantom Rays on like 400 hit points so that the Typhoons can clean up the Phantom Ray and get in on the tower. Interesting shout.
So this position, like the crawlers are 4 tiles away. But then we've got that space filled with the Phantom Ray. Oh, it's getting teched this turn too. Well, actually, that might help with the extra 20% HP and damage, maybe. But anyways, I was going to say, like, you maybe don't want this Phantom Ray here if the flank is going to stay. So the positioning is not super great there. So Math has realized that and is trying to abuse it. Basically, to protect the Phantom Ray, you need to put another crawler here, which is going to die to the Typhoon because it's right on the line. So, like, there's just not really a way to save that Phantom Ray. Wheel's going to slow down the left side. By the way, I was talking about when they're finally warped in, not the first round.
Right.
Actually, that pull kind of works out in Smokey's favor a bit because the units came back, and now the steel balls never got to lock onto the tower, and Smokey's going to take that round.
Math down under 2,000 hit points. On a turn, he bought the oil. He did pay a price for this warping in, right? And that has leveled those Phantom Rays in the back corner.
He's at level 3 Tarantula again. But we've got the Fortress Melter. Basically 50% chance you're countering yourself by clicking the Tarantula. Both players go for Fort. And you sell out of Sabers, go into Fortress. Yeah, I like it. Math loves forts. It's something that I've learned about MathIsMight.
Do too. I do like forts.
Oil now for Smokey.
And Shockwave for Math's arcs, so trying to get into better and better chaff clear. Math played the oil last turn, Smokey playing the oil this turn.
I feel like if Smokey clicks on enhanced range, this level 3 Phoenix is going to lock onto the tower. Oh, I missed that. But Matt took the redeploy, moved that Fang up 2 tiles.
Yeah, steady little movement.
That's
Subtle
funny.
little movement. You can also redeploy this Typhoon out of that corner.
Yeah.
Typhoon is just doomed to the level 2 Phantom Rays, right? I expect it might even be. He is going to redeploy the Typhoon.
Yeah. I mean, the Phantom Ray got the
Right
level,
away.
so it will win that.
Yeah. Yeah, so Typhoon's going to be out here on the right-hand side. I like that play from him. Getting the oil lit in front of the main army there.
Fortress gets the first shot
danger.
on the Saber. Tower goes down. Now we got another
Steel
steel ball
ball
locked
had
on.
a lock, but doesn't get the tower on the right-hand side. Just no chaff left. This is down to Giants. Giant v Giant, which Math wins during the debuff, and Phantom Ray v Phantom Ray. Oh, with
Cloak,
the
cloak,
Phoenix,
cloak.
of course. And again, it goes Smokey's way.
That's why
5
Cloak is
rounds.
great. Like,
5 rounds, 5 great shouts for Smokey. He's got MathIsMight down to 1345. But how many times have we seen MathIsMight steadily lose less and less hit points? That was only like 500.
yeah, so Math also kind of becomes like gains MMR the less health he has.
It seems like it.
Yeah, so it's never over playing as Math.
I think it is more that Math is always building to a late game comp of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
He'll pick up a Scorching Charge Badger on the line there to try and repeat what he did with burning all of the chaff. Number 2, the electromagnetic impact dropping from Smokey to hit the edge of this shield, and then everything else that he can possibly hit. You don't need much overlap at all. If that's your goal.
Smokey's going for the range fort, which is going to win that.
That should win, yeah.
Yeah. Don't have Math's turn done just yet. Okay, we're gonna bubble. We've got 300. Oh.
It's going to be kinetic charge on the steel ball with that 300.
It's pretty risky.
Level 3 tower on the left now.
This bird has been alive all game. It's level 3 now. Range on the forts. Let's see. Who's gonna get it first?
Tower take for Math. We're even asking the question, does Math have the better late game board here? We will see. Can he turn this, save this round? There's one ranged fort in the very back line.
Oh, there's Phoenix live. We are spawning Mustang. Doesn't matter. Fortress for Smokey gets a level as well. And the Phoenix.
Smokey gets the round. MathIsMight down under 900 hit points. Reminder, if Smokey wins this, we get a game 5. MathIsMight wins it. The primes are through to the final. Field balls get a level and a portable shield.
Both players skip the EMP.
And Smokey took the Wasp call in. A skip to the big EMP. You got to figure people are going to have bubbles up either on the forts or something. Now, does Math just go, I'm going to match you with range on the forts?
I don't know. That's what I would imagine, but it's hard because Smokey already got the level 2 fortress now, so his battle forts are a little bit stronger. It looks like he's going to match it. I am concerned for MathIsMight here, not even probably seeing the Wasp form. Like, this is kind of a weird, like really like late game, like round 7 gap. There is a gap here. That bubble does not cover the tower, I don't believe. So the Wasp might be able to get in, but he does level the tower to 2. So actually, it's going to be okay.
That right side tower, yep.
More
That's
badgers.
a second fire badger to make sure that there is everything in flames over here.
No bubbles from Smokey on the right. I think his right side's going to collapse pretty quickly. We'll have to see what happens at the end of this sort of whirlwind of units. Smokey's going to get the first tower. Oh, that's huge. It's huge. It's going to collapse in on the second tower now. All the fortresses are alive. Oh, one of them goes down. Tower goes down. Now the final tower goes down, and well, there's just a pair.
There is
oh no!
895 more. And surrender from MathIsMight. Once he saw that the math was lethal. Man knows his math. Smokey getting it done. Untouched in 7. Gets the win from the crossfire position here. Despite having all the chaff, we talked about, take care of all the chaff, but despite having all the chaff killed, Smokey able to get it done. We are gonna go to a game 5.
Mm-hmm. Also, not rage quit. Right? We're not showing player chat. Just Math knows it's done. Says let's get the schedule going. We're gonna go in a game 5.
That is not a. Yes, that he literally clicked the. He knew the math was done, right, and surrendered. He did not surrender before the math was inescapable.
A quick 2-minute break.
Sure, we'll hit our ad break. And just so you guys know, like you heard them all. I don't know. I haven't interacted directly with every coach other than having them in the booth, but there are many of these folks that I've interacted with because for a long time we had the behind the scenes where we would talk about the balance, etc. There, a lot of the highest level players were invited to Paradox back when they were the publisher, and then Dreamhaven also have had behind the scenes communication with some of the top players and top streamers, both around preparing things, but also around balance and conversations. So I've talked with Arbiter, I've talked with Math, I've talked with Smokey, I've talked with you basically name any big name from the game. There's a couple of people I haven't chatted with, and then a few of the 201s that I really haven't gotten to talk to. Mm-hmm. But I have found everybody at the top level to be very much a gentleman. Like I've faced MathIsMight in tournament or ladder and had great conversations with him after games. I've talked with Arbiter in private conversations. I've talked with. There is not a coach here that is not a gentleman and a scholar of the game. So I'd vouch for each and every one of them.
So we have Pai Mei chosen for Parental Guidance 64. Do you recall who was chosen for the primes? Was it Este or Spiegel?
It was Spiegel was the choice for.
So we're getting a little bit of a rematch then. So I will say that I think Pai Mei has probably been on nearly every single day with Smokey practicing. So I feel like they're probably very well gelled together at this point in terms of like the live coaching. So that's probably why we have the Pai Mei pick. And likely the same is true for the primes pick. So yeah, this should be pretty cool.
Are tied up 2 games apiece. For those of you that enjoy the Gamba on my channel, we've got the betting up. Let me just point out, Bud, we've got 200 viewers between us.
Wow. Hello, everyone.
Let's go. Love that the community is here and involved. This series is tied up 2 games to 2. The first series went to game 5. We get a second game 5.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is what we are here for.
A lot of Mechabellum today.
Game 5 of our second semifinal. Spiegel representing the primes, and just a reminder from a format perspective, they have their coach in their ear for this match. In the first games, they did not. In the first 4 games, player was solo. In the 5th and final game, the entire team is in the chat, but odds are the teammates are probably pretty quiet, and there is probably a single coach who is tasked for the majority of the communication. Pai Mei on the far side representing Smokey and I think it's Smokey Tremom and the Parental Guidance team is going to be a marksman specialist. They've won 2 games in a row after dropping the first 2. So that marksman specialist is going to have a tarantula and crawler trying to complete the reverse sweep. Spiegel is going to be on the near side representing the primes with MathIsMight and Caine. Fire Badger and Fang start. Not ideal. Not ideal.
Wait, what?
Yeah, are we going to get a second reverse sweep? It does pick up the marksman pretty de rigueur, so.
Yeah, I saw the Void Eyes were grabbed and then swapped to the marksman, likely at coach's discretion here. We talked about this before, right? We get the marksman on round 1. They can slowly gain experience. Typically, the counter to Fire Badger sort of competition like this is the Raiden. So already having marksman can kind of save you.
Pai Mei attacking from the wall side, so into the rapid fire cannon on wall over there. Those will slow things down a little bit. Now, what is that? It's going to be 5. It's 4 crawlers and a Fang are the ads for Pai Mei, so no single target chosen yet. And JD Howard says, second reverse sweep. It's possible. It's certainly possible.
50-50 chance. It's either one outcome or the other.
That is not how odds work.
It's
You
not.
of all people want to know. Yeah.
It's totally how it works. You either win or you lose.
I do not think there's a 50-50 chance that Eva Longoria knocks on my door tonight. Oh, Tarantula probably has about 70-odd hit points left. So, Spiegel not quite able to win round 1. Pai Mei does. Pai Mei at 4,000 hit points, Spiegel at 3,900. We get our unit reinforcement right away, taking a moment longer than the coaches did to click on the Phantom Rays, but they both get there.
They have to confirm with the coach.
You had to yes, you're not, you don't muscle memory that. And we do things like Heart of the Cards, where you have to click a specific card slot. You did that as a challenge, right? A book to build challenge at one point. But it is one of the hardest ones. Everybody makes a mistake. In fact, the last time we played that, we played it on, we do games with viewers on my channel on Fridays. And the bet, instead of having a bet about who was going to win the game, the bet was which one of these 4 players will mess up first. We'll error the rule first. I was only second.
So importantly, we get this Fire Badger on the right. The problem was we had 4 packs of crawlers last turn that kind of swarmed the towers.
Right.
So Spiegel is going to correct that. Try to get rid of as many crawlers as possible.
Pai Mei getting a bit of a power spike round with their marksman appearing, so they've got more single target, and dropping 2 tarantulas on the left-hand side to try and slow down this push and clear up all the chaff from Spiegel, with players putting their Phantom Rays on their strong sides.
And this orange man is killing all those badgers.
The badgers did not last long, no. Mei gets the tower take first, has a lot of crawlers remaining to go towards the far tower. And of course, Spiegel's badgers are trying to lead the way and take on the tarantulas and marksmen. It's just not working. Round 2 to Pai Mei. Parental Guidance ahead 4,000 to 3,300. Pai Mei taking haste module. Is that actually what you want here? I find extended range Phantom Ray so good.
Yeah, you kind of need the text for it. Let's see. We got ground on both and burst. Yeah, same text. I guess it could work. Some people really like it.
Haste is going on the outside to Tarantula for Pai Mei. That makes sense. It is the unit you want kind of getting in and going around. And a lot of times you want to strengthen the outside, even as players are defending. Spiegel does pick up the extended range Phantom Ray and 2 more of them. So those things have gone from a 65-meter range to a 95-meter range. They have very low hit points now, right? 2,047 would die to a level 1 marksman that gets a lock on. Yep. But right now, that's not a concern. He's got level 3.
We've already got the level 3, so it would die in one shot anyway.
Yeah.
So just a straight buff.
Yep.
Great turn to oil here.
Right, Spiegel's sticky oil bomb on the right-hand side. Do you ever do something to ensure that oil doesn't light?
There's nothing you can do to ensure it doesn't light. You can only do things to ensure it does.
True, at the end of the round, of course. I used to love running oil on Phantom Rays for this sort of positioning.
Yeah. Locks onto these tarantulas. I mean, the range on the Phantom Ray is really good for the tarantulas.
Both sides lose the tower right around the same time. You can see there's just no crawlers surviving on the left for Spiegel, and that means this whole endgame battle is no chaff for him. But he does win it with the extended range Phantom Rays. These guys are gold damage dealers for the round, or for the game. The other ones are the gold damage dealers for the turn, and they've both leveled. So the outside Phantom Rays for leveling for Spiegel. Now Pai Mei knows to commit into something that's the answer. And what is the answer to both Fire Badgers and Phantom Rays, chat? Anybody know? Pai Mei knows, or at least Smokey knows.
Especially the ground targeting rays. It's so much range that they can shoot like forever. So it's actually going to be really
last turn.
Oh, it's going to be really hard to target them though with the Phantom Ray, or sorry, with the Raiden.
Yeah, they do actually outrange the Raiden at this point. And range on the Fire Badgers as well. So everybody and their brother trying to stay back. It's as if he knows the Raiden's coming.
Hero Ajax in the chat had a really good point here. It says that Fort AA can kill the extended range Phantom Ray because they lose so much HP. So that's could be a potential play as well. But yeah, we're gonna go into the Raiden.
Nice shout. I have a couple of first-time chatters. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying it. The voices you're hearing, I'm Amarok81. My partner in the booth is Odds01.
Hello.
I hope you guys are enjoying our cast of the Mechacademy semifinals and finals.
Huge missile.
Boom. A lot of value.
So, how do you counter the extended range Phantom Ray? Build fangs, I guess. Make sure they can't shoot important stuff. The chaff timing is really good here for Pai Mei. So now only the spiders are left. It's still about equal, like for both of them in this crossfire.
They're both just concentrating on the one side. Raiden has gotten the engagement, doesn't have a whole lot of chaff. Does get the locks it needs. Just a couple of fangs in front.
The Raiden kills them just
as
before
much.
the tower dies.
That gets the Raiden a level. It's at 42,000 deep damage last round, but it'll be going up. It's got the item on it. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Pai Mei takes the Phoenix. Is that just the best sell here? Sometimes I'll take the Farseer just to have it unlocked for later. But my intention is to sell. Looks like he's going to keep it. Deploys it behind the tower.
Yeah, no, it's strong. It's a lot of damage. Like it's a fast unit that does a lot of damage, so it can deal quite significant tower damage. And it'll always go straight like this, right? And then it can also swing around to the other side and get tower damage on the other tower.
Spiegel goes for what I was imagining, buys the Farseer and sells it. Immediately clicks aerial specialization on the marksman. Also goes for scorching fire on the fire badgers. Clean up the chaff a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a bit of a chaff problem on the left last turn, so that'll help. And then, yeah, anti-air. This is what we're saying right from round 1. We had the 2 level 1 marksmen. They're level 2 now. They're ready to go. The aerial spec up against the Raiden. So this was always going to be a potential problem that we knew about. So we'll see how it works out.
Of course, the aerial specialization instead of range, you're giving away 40 meters of 10 meters of overall range, right? But treat those aerial units as closer than ground targets. That's what these the marksmen are for. And between them, the Phantom Rays treating ground units as closer, and the marksman treating his air units as closer, really should work to create a kind of a synergy there. And getting the marksman locked onto the units you want them to, not right away, but by the end of the round.
Yeah, the extra
See it
90%
here.
damage is huge as well.
Yes, yeah.
It's a tower, though.
Fun fact, towers count as ground units. Phantom Ray's doing good against it. Marksman does get the job done. That'll be another level for him, I believe.
Might be time to start thinking about wasps for Pai Mei to help distract those aerial marksmen. It's also going to be decent against the Phantom Rays as well, since they're not really going to target them.
Here on the ground can clean up the all of the chaff and turn this into a whose carry units are better. Pai Mei does unlock the wasps, picks up 2 of them, and it's a 3rd Raiden as well.
We got wasps from Spiegel as well. 3 of them with energy shield right away. Knows that this could be the possibility. It's also going to like slow down the Raiden quite a lot.
Yeah, also playing around the fire, right, this turn?
Yeah.
And what is that? Oh, took mass prod wasp. So those are mass prod wasps with shield.
Yep, it's good. Air chaff.
Yep. Nice and cheap.
Doesn't mean though, like with Pai Mei not taking it and having his own wasps could, go a range aerial, and that'll just do tons of work. You'll never be able to catch up.
2 good aerial targets.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
we talked about this earlier in the cast, but the way to beat ground targeting rays is to win the air war. Have air units left.
It's so hard to tell like what's going to happen in these crossfire situations.
Right.
This other tower from Pai Mei is only level 1.
Back right corner of the command center gonna go down. It goes down before the second tower or the first tower for Spiegel. That is solid, but the marksmen are stuck on the wasps.
Oh my god.
And scammed. Just got stuck on the wasps, had no answer to them.
Raiden also king of the scams too, eh?
True. Spiegel at 2,000 hit points, Pai Mei at 3,000. We get to a round 7. The armor, I like amplifying core for my extra hit points and extra damage, but okay.
Don't
It's a little
necessarily
more
need it.
expensive.
Yeah, we needed the money for the text here. There we go. Range, AA, Wasp.
As you called.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for Pai Mei, I think. But still, anything can happen with these tower timings. And level 1 towers, too. It's like, Time for oil.
This is the oil come back for Spiegel. He had that earlier. It's 3 more wasps, picks them up at level 1, gives them AA.
Oh, I don't know. We're going into an air battle against wasps, and one of them is mass produced. One of them also doesn't have range. I think Pai Mei is reading this correctly, but like I said, anything can happen here. How is it that I can watch these games? I know exactly what's going to happen, but then when I play my own games, I make these huge mistakes, man.
It certainly happens. I mean, and as you know, there's a difference between playing on stream and playing with your full concentration on the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And some of the other things I've noticed that just day to day, my quality of play, it's going to depend on how well I ate yesterday. Did I eat healthy? Did I not? Did I get enough sleep? Did I not? Am I stressed about something? In the rest of life.
Level 3 tower. Oh, the level 1 tower goes down. Spiegel's going to sweep us around.
That is a good round. I think I told you this earlier, but I made a change to my diet and cut a bit of carbs, increased the vegetable and protein, and my MMR went up.
You hear that, kids? Better. Eat your vegetables.
Eat your darn vegetables. Exactly. Your parents were right all along. It's terrible. I hate to admit it. I refuse. Yeah, fair. Vulcan for Pai Mei. Spiegel taking his time thinking about Hound, Fort, Vulcan, and Overlord. And I think this is a spot where most of the board kind of missing the idea that you could have... well, you probably can't Fort AA the Phantom Rays anymore. But yeah, I was surprised to see Vulcan instead of Fort AA from Pai Mei. With this many... Now they're triple teched. AA from the forts for Spiegel. He's on it.
Oh man,
He's
this
seeing
is so close.
Pai Mei's actually sold out of one of the... No, it hasn't. It's just here. I'm blind.
Oh, these Fort AA barrages are going to be so good. Spiegel also, triple tech on the Wasp. What do you do here as Pai Mei? What did we do? We took levels on the Wasps.
Mech Rage for the Tarantulas, I believe.
That was last turn, I think.
Oh, that was last turn?
Where did the money go? Tower levels?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, the Vulcan here. The oil.
The Vulcan's from the drop. The oil...
Oh my god, is it gonna light? It's not gonna light. It's not gonna light!
Wow. Vulcan down so quickly the oil didn't light. Did not see that coming. But the ground targeting rays are amazing. They did so much damage and they had that lock immediately. And This beast is a level 3 tower. And the crawlers are not going to the second tower. They come back to the main fight. That's a solid win for Spiegel. Is that going to be enough for the Primes? Not quite. Pai Mei down to 192 hit points in a dream. Round 9.
Oh,
How are you
man.
turning this around?
Redeploy and Jav both offered the mind games.
Mind games begin, indeed. Love it. Take their actually.
Or potentially heavy armor or advanced defense to just tank the Jav.
Right, but the Jav not only wounds or kills this fortress, wound if he levels it, kills it if it doesn't, but also picks up the fire badgers.
So we can sell that Vulcan now because it didn't work. Put the crawlers on the oil. The badgers will light it anyway. So we just get all that money back basically for the Vulcan. What are we going to do with it? A 1450 Pai Mei. Going for fork on Raiden. More Raiden. It's crazy. It's like, so the question is, where do you put your units, right? Spiegel has decided to put basically everything on the left side, very minimal right side. Pai Mei has spread out a bit more. So it's kind of harder to stop this like huge force from Spiegel with only half of your army.
Clever. Spiegel not worried about the Vulcan. Doesn't try to jav that out. Instead goes for jabbing out Raiden and Tarantula. The Raidens for Pai Mei now have fork. It's 2 more forts and getting this fort level. For Spiegel, something on the line does ensure that that lights forts. Shocking. Would guarantee that. Did.
Raiden almost goes down to the AA barrage. There's too many wasps.
It is way too many wasps. Mass-produced wasps getting ahead. Of course, they are triple tacked compared to double tacked. And that is gonna do it. The Primes recover after 2 straight losses, including a loss by their coach, to turn it around. Spiegel getting the win over Pai Mei. That sets us up for our finals. But before we do any of that, before we bring the coaches in, you had an announcement you wanted to make.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick 2-minute ad break.
Ooh, come back for the stay tuned
We'll be
or
back.
miss the announcement. Indeed.